Hello, good evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you happen to be in the world. So we are going to dive into the topic of guilt. Don't know about you, but I have had enough of guilt to last me an epic lifetime or more. Having grown up in a cult, a religious cult, guilt was definitely one of the things that was used to make sure that you stay in line, that you stay, in the space that keeps you there, all of those things. And it's not necessarily an easy pattern to get out of, right? So this is just, kind of an awareness that these are some of the things that are going on in our system all of the time, is in around guilt. And, I talk about guilt being a choice. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm inviting people using the whole Facebook algorithm things, inviting some amazing people. But I'm going to just close this out. There we go. Okay. Hey, Helen, Beatrice, love it. Hey, you guys are getting the comments going already. How you guys doing? Yeah. So, had some interesting things. Oh, Facebook's doing that weird thing again. So, been having some interesting things happen in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, where, people are, as usual, challenged by who I am, challenged by how I show up, challenged by the fact that I do own my power. And so the reaction is to push back, is to lash out. And it's very frustrating because, there could be a whole lot of collaboration happening, but instead of there being collaboration, instead of people saying, hey, I love what you're doing, you're really rocking it, so let's see how we can work together, people are going, they're just nitpicking and right? Talking trash. And I get this every now and then. And for the most part, I really don't give a fuck, because my branding is going to, I don't know if I need to wave so that they stop doing this. My branding is such that it's going to keep irritating people. Oh, no, it's just Facebook keeps scrolling along. So it's going to keep getting in people's faces, because anybody who is not willing to really own their power in a way that is what I would call authentic, heart-based, really dropping in from a sense of presence and a sense of loving up on people. If you're not in that, if you're in this space of I need to compete and I need to win, then I am going to be very threatening to you. And this is the things that are happening. Anyway, so I typically would look for the smallest nugget of truth in what they say. And then I would make myself feel guilty about that and say, oh my God, that's true, and I need to work on that. And I would look at my own stuff, because I'm really good at owning my own shit. But I kind of take it too far sometimes. And so I would really look at it, and then I'd be feeling in this loop of guilt, And if the other person happens to have magical skills, then they start being able to tap into where I'm in this loop, and the energy drain starts to happen. So that's what would have happened in the past, prior to clearing all the witch wounds, and doing some deeper work with these pieces. So it's been really fascinating to see where in the last little while I've actually untangled from that loop, because I don't feel the need to have to hold the old structure. I don't feel the need to placate to people. I don't feel like I have to be small, play small in order to make other people feel better. And I've really been stepping into this space of inviting people to play bigger. I've actually just started, we've nailed it. Kat McLean and we have nailed down a niche program. So she's really good at helping people to nail their niche. I'm really good about the mindset piece of it, stepping into your power so that you can rock the niche. And so we're going to team up and launch a program that starts in January, which I'm super excited about. So teaser on that one. But that's a great example. So she's someone who, typically, she's starting out, she's newer in the field, but she doesn't feel intimidated by me. And so she's reaching out, and we are collaborating, and we're taking both our powerhouse energy and bringing them together And this is the thing, it's an entirely different space. So rather than me getting locked in this loop, I need to come back around to the guilt topic. So rather than me getting locked into this loop of the guilt with this other situation that's happening, I'm just leaning into, you know what? It's like, that is not my stuff. It is not my stuff. And that is the beautiful thing. It's like clearing out the attachments to needing to play small has really allowed me to untangle a lot of that guilt process. It's been quite phenomenal. I didn't expect that to happen, but that's what's been happening. So anyway, I just want to put that out to you that it's like the guilt may not be just a guilt thing. So if you've been addressing it from the guilt perspective, you know, maybe you've been running statements where it's okay to feel guilty, it's okay to not feel guilty. That may not totally get it. We may need to go a step deeper and dig into the pieces where it is, hey Marianne, where it is really about what is preventing you from holding your power, what is preventing you from feeling really good about who you are, how you show up in the world, how you move, what are your absolute authentic gifts. And Marianne, you know, I just want to point out to you, you've been like rocking the whole leaning into your authentic gifts, which are quite different from what most people are doing. And you are just blossoming with it. I just love it. So yeah, so this piece about guilt, that was my point, is that it's not just the layer of the guilt, because why we have the connection to guilt, why we get triggered on guilt is really a deeper imprint. And for me, I think I'm more connected to it in this lifetime, having grown up in a cult and seeing how there's that system of, we need you to feel guilty because it leaves you off kilter, and then you're more easily controlled, and then you're more easily following the line. And that has happened on this systemic level as well. When we look at what's going on with the witch wounds, is that it's like, you need to be in line. You need to like toe the status quo, really, you know, play small, do all of those things. And then, you know, you're more easily controlled. And then we also have that playing out just on a political level. We won't get into that, but, you know, but the piece that I just want you to look at is to go a little bit deeper with this idea of guilt. And of course, that's a big part of what the Clearing the Witch Wounds 90-day program is really going to be unlocking. This is kind of a bonus piece that is unlocking some of the guilt stuff, and I'm seeing that with my clients as well. So I'm really, really excited that if you're finding that you haven't been stepping up, if you have these gifts and it's time for them to get out in the world, and you know that you're powerful, and people tell you that you're powerful, and it's time for you to be motherfucking seen and paid, yes, paid for your brilliance. As Shannon Hernandez says, stealing her stuff for a moment, but she shares generously. I love her for that, because we rise up together. But, you know, if you're in that space where it's like, this is what's been coming up again and again and again, then, you know, did you check in? Did you check into 3 questions, right? Will it be fun? Will it make you money? Is now the time? And if it is, then I'd love for you to join us in the full 90 days so that we can really get this deep unlocking. This is just going to be so much fun. I'm just so excited for all the people that have signed up. A lot of them are on this live at the moment. Love you guys. And I can't wait to see what is going to start unlocking for everyone starting November 8th. So you have some time to get in. I'll post the link again. But for now, keep doing some deeper work, run a variety of statements, keep playing with it, and we'll see you on the next one.